Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader and we are in a new system here, and there was some kind of distress call that came out from one of our ships that came from our home planet of, what is it called? Dragonus, which is our capital planet. So supposedly it's somewhere here. Let's go to this gutted void ship because this might be it. Gutted void ship. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a map or just an event. I'm sure this will be just fine. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad ever happens in this game. It's nothing but good things. Oh!
Sometimes,
yeah.
I wonder to what extent our perception of the Imperium differs.
Oh, great. Look at this. Yeah. They look great. Healthy. This person's body is covered in unpleasant-looking growths, scabs, and ulcers. They look like fresh mutations. Okay, so it's gonna be some chaos stuff. Hi, Spitter Mutant?
I'll make an example out of you!
Is that a horn you've got? Darn, I wish they had like an up-close 3D model of them when you right-click them. Okay, mostly melee by the looks of things. Yeah, mostly melee.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Ooh, that was good damage, dude. Okay, the way these screams work when you're up there is interesting. So I'm guessing what's happening is it's like if you were to draw a trajectory down, then the scream, I guess, wouldn't go further back. So like from there, it hits just a smaller area. I mean, that's not technically how sound works, but I guess I can understand where the logic is built from to some degree.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay, if I did burst fire here, what would that look like? It's not terrible.
Swift and silent.
If it serves your cause, ancestors guide me. This tedium is beneath me.
I guess the cover thing isn't that useful there, because,
I need a foothold.
because they're all melee anyway. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to get the kill with that. Okay, that's fine. I could have done that before, and it might have helped.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Okay, not sure what those do, but... So, spontaneous mutation. Touch of the Warp grants mutants a random mutation every round. The mutation may heal damage, blind, or grant foreboding. Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Not your best turn. Also, is that guy like... He seems like he might be tanked up.
Victory is imminent.
That gets me in the right space where I can use this. Damn, dude, you got a hit. What's your deal, bro? It's weird because he has a weapon that does really good damage, better than what Heinrich's has, but it seems like Heinrich's is consistently doing more damage. Weapon skill 50. Your strength is high. Okay, you got some crazy stat ups right now. Is that coming from... Yeah, voice of command is giving you plus 15. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. I just feel like Abelard is not performing like his stats seem to make me think he should be. Okay, so they do have some ranged options. They're spitting some nastiness at us. Hey, none of that now. Okay, we're getting surrounded over here. This is not great.
I'll make it happen.
I've only got 2 left, so I can't do take aim as well, so we'll just do this. I keep forgetting about that, damn it. Why do I do this to myself every damn time?
High momentum.
I really don't like the way this works, man. Doesn't make sense in my head. Like, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to get all of these guys. Like, even if it's like a sound thing, right? If we draw a line, like, we're still getting all of those guys, you know? Alright, this guy's gonna get an attack of opportunity. It is what it is. You know, I never did this. Yeah, I guess you only get them free on the first turn, huh?
You don't frighten me!
Why does everything get the fucking trigger those, dude?
Me? If you insist,
Alright, well, at
Lord
least she dodged
Captain.
one of them.
Eradicated.
Okay.
Each strike is a prayer. You, my Emperor! Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, you didn't roll high enough.
As
Rude.
the Emperor commands, I act.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Help me, Lord Captain!
Okay, that must have been a warp thing, or was it just this explosion? Toxic damage.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Grey hair, sure hand. It will be done. I took care of this one. At your beck and call.
Fortune favors the swift.
My final lesson.
Damn. I was hoping I'd get an opportunity to get her out of there, but that's okay. Can't win them all.
Naturally.
Okay, let's see. I can open up
I won't object to it.
and attack.
Let's see to it.
Oh, still wasn't enough, but we have our free attack. And he rolled, he got 0. He must have, one of his mutations must be to like negate damage or something. That's unlucky.
Faith without deed. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
It will be done. One fewer target.
Who's left? Oh, there's a guy down there.
Indeed.
Didn't take toxic damage from that. Kind of expected that I would. But cool.
Pain cleanses the body!
Can't see him, apparently. Can I get... Yes, I can get around that corner. 81. And if you're out of my effective range... Okay, you're not, so...
I'll see to it personally.
One shot, baby. Okay. All right, what did you get? Weapon skill and ballistic are reduced. Okay, honestly, that's a great one for you to get. You're not really using those. Not much, anyway. Ooh, new chain axe. And another one of those medium armors. Okay, 10 to 14. The one you've got still better. Let's see. Armor you got's better. How does this compare to the axe you have? 10 to 16, 10 to 14. Okay. Well, we don't need this then. Now, because of your higher agility, I don't think we want armor, right? We don't want medium armor bringing your dodge down. Which one did you have on? Okay, it's exactly the same, I think, so doesn't matter either way. I like the look of that one better, so. All right. I gotta do something about our tech. 25 on these tech checks are awful. All right. So you have to be a navigator. Staff of House Cassini. All allies targeted by navigator powers gain a plus additional MP on their next turn. Interesting. Using 7. Allies targeted by navigator's powers gain a plus 7 bonus to all their characteristics until the end of the navigator's next turn. That's cool. Cape lowers all enemies' perception by minus fellowship bonus within a 5-cell radius. Is that what's allowing me to use some of my things more than once? I think it is. I think that's why every once in a while I get that extra attack with Cassia, is because of that Bloodhound staff. Yeah, that's what it is. So that has been benefiting me, and I just thought it was bugging. Forgot about the bonuses. All right, and then if we want movement, maybe we'll put that one on our secondary. What was the bonus on this one again? I hate how it goes into like a weird random spot in here. Like, I guess since it's oldest to newest, that actually makes sense. Where'd you go, bro? There you are. Enemies targeted by the navigator gains a -5 penalty to all their characteristics until the end of the navigator's next turn. Stacks and is renewed. You also get +5 willpower and +5 perception. Okay. We're not often switching to that one. So we're not really getting... Do we get the willpower and perception even when it's not actively equipped? We should find out. So right now, willpower is at a +10. Nothing changed? No, perception changed. Willpower remained the same, though. Maybe we'll keep that one on for now, then. Increases the range of officer archetype abilities by 1 cell. +5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. All right. Books and items of luxury. The legality of some of them is questionable, but the Navis nobility often turns a blind eye to such diversions. The sweetish smell coming from the dead body seems odd, and the blood has an unusual hue to it. The Cogitator's machine spirit stays silent in an attempt to reach the dead systems of the destroyed ship. Okay, nothing else over here. Got all our loot.
Keep your wits about you.
Easily done.
Break their morale!
Oh, they're still putting alive. Okay.
Time to strike
Well.
back!
There were some people alive. Okay, looks like 2 of them are... No, you're mutated. And you're the navigator? The navigator's throne. The handles are extremely worn with visible marks left by nails, evidence of the terrifying hours spent locked in battle with the power of the warp. So you guys gonna explain yourselves? Navigator. The leader of the ravaged ship's crew wipes the sweat from his brow in a motion characteristic of navigators, not with his whole hand, but with 2 fingers moving from left to right and back so as not to touch his third eye by accident. This movement is the only sign of fatigue he allows himself. His posture is immaculate, shoulders wide, eyes front, as if he did not just emerge from a grueling battle and is simply greeting you on the bridge of an uneventful day. My greetings, your lordship. There's no need for introductions. I know the heirs of the Von Valancius line by sight. I am Han of House Cassini, the navigator on this vessel and as the senior surviving officer. I assumed command after the incident. Lady Navigator, what an unexpected and pleasant meeting considering the circumstances. Han decorously dips his head to Cassia. I have not had the honor of being personally acquainted with you, but of course I know the emblem of House Orselio. How fares the Honorable Regent? Cassia Orselio. She offers a reserved nod. Cordiality will not disguise the ice-blue coldness of your words, Navigator Han. However, I will tell Regent Oronto that you inquired after his health. You may pass on my best wishes to Novator Cassini. And now, let's set the pleasantries aside. I'm sure the rogue trader would like to ask you a few questions. As Han speaks, others glare at you with dour tension. Up close, you can plainly see that every one of them is a mutant. Their faces and bodies bear the mark of incredibly grotesque deformities, the same as the muttering madmen who attacked you. However, Han's associates seem perfectly clear-eyed, showing no signs of madness. What happened to the ship and this crew, Han? This ship is assigned to the port of Dargonas. Some time ago, the captain was instructed to deliver a package, urgently by hand, to you, your lordship. We were even shown a pict of your face. The navigator's voice seems calm, yet there is tension in his eyes, which are trained on you. The disaster struck during the warp jump. I will never know all the details as I was preoccupied with my primary duties, but for some reason, the captain decided to open the package. That, as you may have noticed, had a most destructive impact on the crew. Ooh, so that was meant for us. Han frowns. The package contained a chaos artifact, a chaos bomb, if you will. The moment it was removed from its protective cocoon, the crew began to lose their mind and mutate. The first to be afflicted was the captain and the senior officers, but the effect spread with incredible speed. Every deck was consumed by it, every last one. The raging mutants, no longer sane, damaged many systems. The ship was in distress and would have almost certainly been destroyed, had I not resorted to making an emergency exit from the warp. The people you see here are the only survivors, or rather the only ones who were able to retain both their lives and sanity. I gathered everyone I could, isolated the source of danger, and sent out a distress signal. We were adrift waiting for help to come and fighting off mad crew members, then you arrived. So this chaos bomb was meant for me. Who is the sender? As far as I am aware, the order came from Kunrad Voidfur, the master of whispers in the rogue trader's retinue. Oh, this guy. It is likely that he arranged the delivery, either personally or through intermediaries. Abelard's face turns a deep puce. That blasted traitor beat us to Dragonis and is now free to act with impunity. It would not surprise me to find out that this was the work of sorcery. How else could he have reached the world in such a short time? A heretic who is vested with legitimate power and whose latest activities remain a mystery to all. Believe me, Vernacular, an individual like your former Master of Whispers will not stop at sending a chaos artifact in his attempts to destabilize your protectorate. Han pauses, then adds bluntly, almost brazenly. Your reaction suggests that you are not expecting a package of this sort. That is good to know. I had almost convinced myself that the rogue trader was deliberately collecting chaos artifacts. I am not tainted by chaos, and I know nothing of this package. I give you my word as rogue trader. He gives you a searching look, then bows his head. I beg your pardon, your lordship. I saw the terrible death of the entire crew with my own eyes. I was forced to bring the ship out of the warp by means of an emergency maneuver, and then I had to fight my former comrades, insane and twisted. I am tired. However, the sender wanted all of this. Han makes a sweeping gesture at the destruction of the corpses of crew members around him. To happen to your ship, not ours. Were you not affected by the mutations and madness? Well, that depends. I was born a mutant, you see. Han smiles grimly and wearily. Navigators are taught to resist the influence of chaos, and so I have been, as best I could. But I will be frank with you, I cannot be certain that I have avoided it completely. There have been no visible indications. Yet. Awareness succeeded, all signs point to Han telling the truth, but you also notice clear evidence of just how difficult it is for him to struggle against the corruption. He is extremely tired, practically exhausted. Where's this artifact? The tension in his posture and gaze becomes even more noticeable. I have placed it inside a protective sarcophagus, more reliable than the previous repository. Unfortunately, an artifact as powerful as this one could not be destroyed under these circumstances. Or rather, I had no assurances that it would not disintegrate every one of us and scatter us across several light hours of neighboring space. But once we were off the ship, but once we are off the ship, I will absolutely find a way to destroy the vile thing. Okay. Yeah, looking at it seems like a really bad idea. Okay. Question is do we allow these people onto our ship? I think that's the main thing here. Yeah, the demolition one seems like our best option. Get people off the ship and then blow up the ship with the artifact. We could lay mines in what remains of the ship and blast it along with the artifact from a safe distance. I have the resources and the knowledge to do it. Your words give Han pause, but he seems convinced. He relaxes a little but then asks cautiously, as if testing the waters. What about me and the crew? Will you take us with you? This one seems like the safest option, actually. Like, he's able to resist it. I don't know about the rest of the crew. It could be really dangerous to bring them on board with us. But I want more of those iconoclast points, I really do. I'm taking you aboard my ship. There my word is law, and no one will dare to take issue with you, despite the mutations. Thank you. Han salutes you, before adding, Lord Captain. Alright. And if they go mad, we deal with it then, I guess.
Let us not dawdle.
Alright, how badly do you think our choice is going to hurt us later down the line? So it gave us one people.
Rise to the top, or get left in the
See
dust.
what I found.
This is why we walk around, to try and get those checks. What is this? Whenever the wearer uses a navigator power, they gain plus 15% dodge until the end of the round. Stacks. Cool. I mean, she's using quite a few navigator powers. I mean, I don't think those count, but I bet you that one does. No, that one's a... Yeah, these ones aren't navigators. That's a navigator. And that... So, like, we're usually doing at least 2 of them. So that's a plus 30% dodge whenever I use both. Just as long as I use Glimpse of Fate, which I'm not using quite as often. And then if our staff allows us to use one of these more than once, then there's that too, so. Let's see, what are her boots currently? Okay. So the possibility of getting 30, yeah. And then even if we only do 1 per turn, which we're usually at least doing 1. You're only losing out on 20% there. Is there anybody else who should have those boots? Agility and athletics. Extra movement's really good for you. You probably can't wear them. Okay, maybe it's good for you then. Cool.
So shall it be.
Well, this was kind of a cool little event. Alright, so once we get out to the star map again, I'm going to show you guys something, and I'm going to tell you what I think is a possibility for a ramification for what we just chose. So right here, we got one of these. So we're getting +1 from Falstone, +1 from Janus, and we just got one extra one from this event that we just did. Now here's the thing, if things go poorly for us, let's say that like in a couple of episodes or something, we have some event where the people that we allowed on board go crazy, kill some people or something, like it's possible that we could lose more than one of these. So it's possible that we have a net loss based on the ramifications of the choices that we make. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but something to think about. Okay, so far space dust is only ever picking up resources. Okay. It may not always be the case, but for now that seems true. Is this like an asteroid? Man, it's always plus steel. We need to find some other stuff. Okay, so that's everything on this planet, or on this system. Oh wow, we're up to 14 of those? Okay. I am very intrigued by that. I don't think we have any ties to this. It almost looks like maybe from down... No? I'm not sure where we can get to this stuff from. We didn't get a tie here. We didn't get a tie here, so I wonder if we have to go this direction to start going down this way. Oh, there's the Forgotten Twins. That's one of the places we need to go to for quests. Okay, so this leads over to the Silence of Mer Sigrit. I may actually go this direction. I wish I knew where I was supposed to go. I have no idea where either of my planets are that I'm supposed to get to. My apologies, Lord Captain. The enforcers report that your pet, Eldari, is in a foul mood and is moving toward the captain's bridge. We didn't dare to stop her, but I expect that you have a difficult conversation ahead of you. Okay. This must be a follow-up to the last event. How's it going, girl? You doing okay?
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantak. Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures?
That's my people you talking about, girl? You better be careful now.
And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over.
Genuine disgust.
She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted...
Oh no.
Wanted... K-Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Oh no. Is this what I think it is? She wanted to hook up, Yrliet. Does that truly offend you so much? Hey, we don't judge around here, okay? On my void ship, people can be whoever they want to be, all right? Let's see. Were you truly so offended by it?
Try to imagine, Elantark, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
So I don't have a chance either then.
I have given you a chance by traveling with you, Elantark. If you were having other thoughts about me,
Yrliet wrinkles her
cast
nose.
them out of your mind.
Let's see. Jesus. Alright. Going sub over here on number 6. For you, I'm willing to become a wild animal or a docile pet. I feel like a lot of these are rude or inconsiderate or... Maybe this one's the best one, just to be like, hey. We'll make sure it doesn't happen again. I shall speak to my subjects, you will not be bothered again. Is that the best one? Calling her an exotic animal? That seems, kind of gross. I understand that this incident was unpleasant for you, but it does not mean that all humans are animals.
No. Your kind, simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws. Narrow minds and simple souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals. I am prepared to pay this price to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
I do not think you fully understand human thoughts and actions. It will take time, but I can help you make sense of them.
I have walked the path of awakening, Elantark.
And yet you are
And
asleep.
learned to see that which is hidden, and hear that which is unspoken. When I found myself on the Lilithon, I watched your kind long enough to understand the true nature of Monkey. I do not think you can tell me anything I do not already know. Nevertheless, I will not protest. Conversations with you are the only thing on this ship that can ease my solitude.
I mean, to her credit, the humans in this world are pretty bad. Let's see. I don't know which one of these I want. This one almost implies that she's frightening, which I don't love. Sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our own actions.
It was emotions that once brought down my kind, Elantark, toppling us from our pedestal as rulers of the galaxy. Indulging your weaknesses or whims does not make your species any more attractive.
You are a Xenos, a strange and unknown creature, and humans strive to understand the unknown, for the unknown is the most frightening thing of all.
Had any of them wished to understand my nature, they would have already run away in fear from one who walks the path of the outcast. But they are just trying to provoke me, hurt me. No. Monkey are driven by their instincts. To survive, to breed,
To play video games.
to ensure the preservation of their species and the annihilation of those who threaten them. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is.
I mean, really, when it comes down to it, my driving force is that I just have to remain alive until the Final Fantasy VII remakes are complete, you know? And then by then, there'll be something else. There, you know, it'll be whatever the next thing is. So, for now, my driving force is Final Fantasy VII. You know, HD, Tifa, Aerith, Yuffie, Cloud, Barrett, Red 13, Vincent, you know, all of them. What can I say? I'm simple. I'm simple, and I don't have that many needs. And we're about to get the second out of 3 of those games this year, and I'm very excited about it. Go and check it out when it comes out, because you know I'll be doing a playthrough on day 1. Let's see. All humans are different. My people's interest in you was not intended to be an insult. In fact, it's quite the opposite.
Elantark, please understand that I do not find Monkey attractive. The mere thought of being intimate with one of your kind.
It's alright, you don't have to.
Our conversation has only proved my point, Elantark. That Monkey and the children of Osirian are as different as night and day. Eldari do not simply see the world differently. They see more than any monkey can ever comprehend.
And once again, she might have a point, considering her race seems to be a lot more technologically advanced. And what do you see in the world around us that I do not?
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
Won't know unless we talk about it.
I will need time to put the entire truth of this world into the meager language to which your ears are accustomed. When I find my answer, I will pay you a visit.
She's like, don't worry, I'm gonna come back and give you the meaning of life. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, if you can do that, hell yeah. She just needs a couple days and then she'll be able to explain to us the meaning of life. Alright, so I flirted with her, which probably means that I started a relationship with her somehow. But just gonna throw it out there, I think Cassie is still our girl. Okay. Let's see. We've been collecting some things here. Got some promethium. We need 2 of those, I think, for one of the contracts. No, it's 5. Okay. If we go to Y, we can... Ooh, that one's actually getting really close now. Okay. Cool. Let's see. This might have something to do for our girl Cassia, so I kind of want to check this one out. Do we turn it into a yellow? We have a lot of points right now. I think I'm going to turn it into a yellow. Permission to report, Lord Captain. I keep receiving messages about strange behaviors in certain ship systems. All decks report the uncontrollable opening and closing of doors, gates, and airlocks. They behave erratically and do not obey the operator's commands. Regrettably, this has led to casualties among the crew. The tech priests have explained that these phenomena are being caused by the machine spirit's irascibility, and have spent hours chanting litanies to soothe their anger. Unfortunately, many crew members were badly injured before the prayers could stabilize the systems. Are we about to lose one of these? No. Okay. I don't know if there was any lasting impact of what just happened there. So the Orselio Prophecy. Hostile object signature. Flood victims. It appears that a large void ship recently dumped a huge load of junk and faulty parts from orbit. The debris that did not burn up in the atmosphere is now blocking the flow of a mighty river. This dam is causing the river to overflow, flooding the nearby valley. A herd of large hoofed rodents has gathered among the riverbanks. If the animals lose their usual habitat, they are doomed. Okay. So we can either hunt the animals, or we can remove the space debris. I'm guessing each one will give us something. The Lord Captain orders the removal of the space debris from the riverbed. It's a long and laborious process, but the animals will have a chance to survive. It takes many planetary turns. Oh, we just started a new rumor. Interesting. And hundreds of crew members to remove the heap of trash and unclog the river, letting the waters flow freely once more. The rodents run back to their pastures without so much as a backward glance at the people who saved them. Okay. So the only thing we actually did there was start a rumor about us being animal lovers. So let's see, where is that? Can I take a look at that? Eccentric animal lover. Word of the Lord Captain's unusual fondness for bizarre rodents is quickly spreading across the ship's decks. Sweet. This is my legacy, and I'm okay with it. I am an animal lover. It's true. Okay, nothing there. Alright. Let's see about this fight. We definitely need more gear still for our ship.
The litany of ordnance rings out across our decks.
It kind of sucks that they seem to always get the first attack. It's only one ship though, yeah? It's a big one, but...
Macro cannons, open fire! Lance batteries, volley!
I wonder when and how we're gonna get more abilities in these. You know, this was a weak spot for me, so... Alright. Yep, get your turn in. Alright, this is good for us. With the force of a supernova! Okay. How does damage for this work? It's increased for each square, so it's not going to be the most effective it can be, I don't think.
Salvo!
It got just enough so I could get another shot in. I love it. Oh, they're gonna try and jump out. Interesting. So they're gonna try and escape?
Let the void sort them out.
Don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch up.
Engage the engines.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
clear. Congratulations, Lord Captain.
Okay, we got 31 scrap from that. And our repair costs less than that. Good. I just want to make sure we get net gains more often than we get losses, you know? Okay, some Promethium. Okay, and I think this right here is telling us that there's nothing else that we need to scan, right? So we're good there. Okay, it had the Orselio name, but there was nothing there for our girl Cassia. Okay, Adermat, Pillars of Verdice, Agathis, Archides, Archides, Tenebris Aquae. Oh, here we go. Mundus Valancius. I think that's where our capital is, right? Is that true? Mundus Valancius. Okay, we finally scanned it. Okay, so that's where we need to get to. All right. So that's where we're gonna head to next. So this icon, I think, means that I need to figure out if there's a way to ensure that I've done everything on a place. So like this, okay, that's a colony. So that tells us where a colony happens. Now we need to go to a system and not complete everything and see if the icon looks different. Like this one's all white. I wonder if maybe it'll be a different color if we haven't explored everything in that system. I just want to know if they're telling us like, hey, you did everything that's you needed to do here or not. So we're gonna try and figure that out once we go to some of these new places, but I think we're gonna take this pathway, Crossroad of 100 Dreams, and make our way towards the Mundus Valancius. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. Bye. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Andy Ford, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, A Happy Fat Panda, Turkeyfoot 27, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.